Hey folks, Sir Charles Cary, national trainer, speaker, and author, and I just want to touch base with you for a couple of minutes to tell you about something that I think you'll find very important or very helpful to you. So go get your pen and pad, Evernote, tablet, whatever you use to take notes. Not that it's going to be long, but I don't want you to miss the information. I don't want you to forget the information. Of course, you can watch the video as many times as you like, but this should be your own personal resource. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that I speak about change management or transformation, right? So, my programs are built off of 3 pillars of success. I mainly focus on 3 programs, and they are all built off of 3 pillars of success once again. So I'm talking about self-esteem, I'm talking about change, and I'm talking about leadership. Now, here's the thing. Today, I want to focus on self-esteem. Okay, I'm going to make it really short and sweet, right to the point. If you suffer a low self-esteem and you need to be, inspired, if you want to be better, you want to have a healthier self-esteem, there's some things you can do on your own, which is very low investment, to help you get a healthier self-esteem, or to help you feel a little bit better about yourself. Now, many times people have jobs, and the jobs have different subjects and criteria, I should say, that you need to be proficient in. Now, you may not be excited about it, but if you are, find out more about that criteria for your job. You know, go on the internet, read books, read magazines, watch DVDs. You know, watch these Vimeo and YouTube videos so that you can learn more about something that's going to help you in your livelihood. Now, if it's a personal endeavor, do the same thing. Nothing changes. You got magazines, you got CDs, you got DVDs. You have all kinds of resources to help you become a lot more comfortable. You see, most times when people suffer a low self-esteem, it's because there's something they're not good at, or something that they've been teased about, or something that, you know, whatever the area is, they just don't fit in. Now, it's not always business, and it's not always a job-oriented function. Sometimes it can be in your personal life. You know, if it's blemishes, if it's sexual orientation, if it's whatever thing that you can think of, substance abuse even, you can learn about it by looking on the internet. You can learn about it by buying books and magazines or DVDs so that you can become more educated. Being educated helps you to become a little bit more knowledgeable about something that you probably don't know and you don't feel good about as it relates to yourself. That's number 1. Number 2, well, how about going to a conference, a workshop, a boot camp? Because sometimes you have to face everything and recover. That's fear, F-E-A-R. Face everything and recover. Recover from the false evidence that's appearing real. That's also fear. You know, our self-esteem, it affects almost every aspect of our lives. I can remember myself, for instance, not being comfortable enough to ask a girl for a date. Now, at this stage of my life, that's way behind me. I would do that if I wanted to, but the point is, I had to learn how to overcome it. So there are things that you may not be able to overcome. So again, workshops, boot camps, conferences, because the people there will be teaching you, talking to you, and telling you all the things related to that particular area that you're not very good in. And when you leave, at least you'll be more knowledgeable and insightful about this thing that either people have teased you about, or this roadblock that has not allowed you to move forward in your life, in your career, whatever, and you want to be able to have a full life. So number 1, we talked about magazines, CDs, DVDs, things like that. And number 2, we're talking about going to conferences or workshops or boot camps just to become a little more comfortable. Now, 3rd, I want you to make a list. And this is where your pen and paper really comes in handy. Make a list of all the things that you are good at or all the things that you think you're good at, and just one after another, straight down, top to bottom. Now, once you've made your list, then I want you to go back and either put a check or a star next to the things that you actually do now. Now, if you can't find that there are enough things that you have a star next to, then maybe that's something you should think about beginning to do. So, this is what your list is going to look like. Your list is going to have everything that you're good at, and I want you to put a star next to everything that you do now. And if you don't have a star next to everything you do now, meaning that you have a list of things but you don't do any of them, you probably have written things that you're interested in. So that's going to be your starting point. If you're not doing not one, I want you to begin to do at least one thing. You pick it. Pick one thing off of your list and start to look into it. Start out with the magazines, the CDs, the DVDs, or watching videos about that subject. Become a little more knowledgeable about it. And then consider going to a boot camp or a workshop or a conference about that subject. And then you'll find that you'll start to become a little bit more knowledgeable. But most importantly, this is Sir Charles Cary. Didn't want to take too much of your time. Reminding you, you gotta radiate the brain and change the game.